But I wanted to ask you about what your UK leader, Kemi Badenoch, has been saying this morning regarding immigration, announcing that she wants to remove 150,000 people who shouldn't be here, her words, per year, and leaving the European Convention on Human Rights as well. Do you support that policy?
Hey, good morning, Lindsay. Well, first of all, I wouldn't support or agree with your assertion at the outset that we are going to sink further, as you put it, or words to that effect. What I said was...
We'll get on to that in just a second, if you don't mind. I wanted to ask you about...
It's a misrepresentation at the outset.
Well, we can get on to that in a second, but I wanted to ask you about this immigration policy and this proposal to leave the European Convention on Human Rights and whether you agree with that.
Yes, absolutely. I think people have been able to see year after year that the ECHR is no longer fit for purpose, and it has blocked governments, successive government, from being able to deal with the issue of illegal migration. You know, when Labour came to power, they said that they would smash the gangs and stop the boats. And in fact, since then, 50,000 people have crossed the channel and come here legally. We now need to find a mechanism to remove people who should not be here, and foreign criminals.
Well, you said last year that at that stage you wanted to stay in the ECHR. So what's changed over the last year?
What I said was this needs to be looked at, and what Kemi Badenoch has done, and as she explained to Laura Kuenssberg a short while ago, wasn't just some knee-jerk response as we see from other parties. What she's done is commissioned Lord Wolfson to look at the ECHR, and he has found that it has acted as an impediment on governments being able to act as they see fit. And this is why this report, which runs to almost 200 pages, is credible, it's serious, and it gives people a sense that
What would the impact be on Holyrood then? Because we know that the ECHR is embedded in the legislation at Holyrood. Should the Scottish Parliament have a say on leaving the ECHR?
Well, the legal report, Lord Wilson's work, clearly makes it the case that there is no impediment on the devolved nations or a host of other areas. This is rightly a reserved matter. Immigration is a reserved matter. One of the fundamental things every country needs to do is secure its own borders. And right now, our country is unable to do so.
So you don't see any complexities then in terms of unpicking the ECHR from the devolution settlement and how that would work?
There will be a lot of work to be done generally once this goes through. But it's a credible and detailed plan. This is not just some back of a fag packet thing that we see from other parties.
I think, though, you know, your opponents would accuse you here of trying to go down the same route as Nigel Farage and Reform UK. You know, they announced that they want to take the UK out of the ECHR, and the next thing we know, your UK leader is proposing the same policy. Aren't you just copying the policies of Reform UK when it comes to immigration?
Well, what Reform UK have done is just announced it without any sense of how it can be achieved. They've not done the hard work that Kemi has done and our party has done, which is to set out exactly how it would work.
You haven't explained either how you would address the complexities around the Scottish Parliament, the complexities around the Good Friday Agreement affecting Northern Ireland. You haven't set that out either.
Lord Wilson's report deals with that in great detail.